In the eternal dance between man and the world, nature has long served as more than just a backdrop to our lives. It has always been a mirror of the soul, reflecting our inner states, emotions, and even unspoken desires. The grandeur of the mountains, the serenity of a lake, a raging storm, or the delicate blossoming of spring, each landscape seems to respond to a certain chord in our heart, and sometimes even evokes it. Understanding how the external landscape can be a reflection of the inner world opens up profound possibilities for self-knowledge, healing, and inspiration. This is seeing unlimited greatness. Since ancient times, philosophers, poets, and artists have turned to nature to express the most intimate human experiences. Romantics saw wild landscapes as a reflection of stormy passions and the desire for freedom. Eastern sages found in the tranquility of gardens a symbol of inner balance and harmony. This deep connection is no accident. Man is a part of nature, and our brain is evolutionarily tuned to perceive and interpret it. This is why certain landscapes can evoke such powerful and sometimes unexpected emotional reactions in us. Nature metaphors and psycho-emotional states. Our perception of nature and the emotions it evokes in us are often a projection of our own internal states. Calm waters and serenity. The smooth surface of a lake, a slowly flowing river, or a calm ocean in calm are often associated with inner peace, clarity of mind, and tranquility. If a person is looking for or feels this state, he will be drawn to such landscapes and find solace in them. On the other hand, the desire for such water can indicate a desire to calm the emotions raging inside. Mountain peaks and the striving for the heights. High, inaccessible mountains symbolize ambition, the desire to achieve, overcoming difficulties, and greatness of spirit. Those who feel strong, purposeful, or are going through a period of growth can find inspiration and confirmation of their internal states in the grandeur of mountain landscapes. The desire to conquer a mountain often reflects an inner desire for personal or professional success. Dense forest and self-discovery. A dense, sometimes mysterious forest with its tangled paths can be a metaphor for inner quests, doubts, periods of uncertainty, or the need for solitude. Wandering through the forest can reflect the process of self-discovery, when a person tries to find his way or understand complex internal labyrinths. The forest can also be a place for deep immersion and restoration of strength, raging sea and emotional storms. A stormy ocean with its powerful waves and unpredictable force is often associated with turbulent emotions, inner conflicts, anger, sadness, or a feeling of depression. A person experiencing strong emotional upheavals can feel a deep connection with such an element, finding in it a way to express what cannot be expressed in words. Blooming garden or spring meadow and rebirth. A bright, fragrant garden or a meadow blooming in spring symbolizes hope, rebirth, renewal, joy, and growth. These landscapes often resonate with a person who is experiencing a period of healing, new beginnings, optimism, or blossoming of their potential. Nature as a tool for self-knowledge and healing. Mindful interaction with nature can be a powerful tool for deep self-knowledge and healing. Emotional release. Nature offers a safe space for expressing emotions. Screaming in the mountains, crying by the sea, or simply sitting in the forest and letting feelings pass through us can all help us process and release emotional baggage. Sounds of nature, such as rain or birdsong, can have a calming or healing effect. Metaphorical healing. Just as nature continually renews itself, heals its wounds, and transforms itself, new grass grows after a fire, spring comes after winter, we can draw inspiration from its ability to regenerate. Observing nature's cycles helps us accept our own cycles of change, loss, and rebirth. Stress reduction and restoration. Being in nature has been shown to reduce stress levels, normalize blood pressure, and improve mood. This is due to the decrease in activity in the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for thinking and worrying, and the activation of the parasympathetic nervous system. Simply watching the clouds move or listening to the rustling of leaves can be deeply therapeutic, a source of inspiration. For many artists, writers, and thinkers, nature has always been an inexhaustible source of ideas. Its shapes, colors, rhythms, and symmetries awaken creative thinking and help find new perspectives for understanding life. Integrating nature into everyday life. Even in an urban environment, you can find ways to use nature as a mirror of the soul. Regular walks. Daily walks in a park, square, or by the water. Mindful observation. Take a few minutes a day to simply observe the sky, the tree outside the window, the clouds, houseplants, Caring for houseplants or a small garden on the balcony can be a way to reconnect with nature. Natural elements in the interior. Use natural materials, colors, images of nature to create a calming atmosphere at home. Visualizations. Close your eyes and imagine your ideal natural landscape. What feelings does it evoke? What emotions? This can provide a key to understanding your inner state. Nature is not just a place where we go to relax. It is a living organism that can reflect and help us understand ourselves. By allowing ourselves to engage with it more deeply, we open the door to self-knowledge, emotional healing, and a deep sense of connection with all that exists. Our relationship with nature is, in essence, a reflection of our relationship with ourselves. Developing empathy for nature, which results from such deep engagement, encourages us to consume more responsibly, engage in conservation initiatives, and change habits that harm the environment. Understanding that we are part of this complex system, not its masters, leads to humility and a desire to live in harmony with the planet. Disruption of the ecological balance in the external world is often a reflection of imbalance in our internal world. The desire to overconsume, dominate, and ignore the consequences of our actions. Restoring this balance begins with restoring inner harmony, nature as a teacher and mentor. In addition to being a mirror, nature also acts as a teacher and mentor. She constantly shows us lessons that we can apply to our own lives. Cyclicality and renewal. The changing seasons, the cycles of birth, growth, decay, and rebirth teach us to embrace change, let go of the old, and believe in the possibility of a new beginning after something ends. This helps us cope with loss and accept the inevitability of change. Flexibility and adaptability. Trees bend in the wind but do not break. Plants find their way to the light even through asphalt. Nature demonstrates an incredible ability to adapt and survive in the harshest conditions, inspiring us to develop our own resilience. Interconnectedness of all things. Every element of nature is connected to others. Bees pollinate flowers, plants release oxygen, rivers flow to the ocean. This teaches us that everything in the world is interconnected, and our actions have consequences for the entire system. This understanding promotes empathy and responsibility. Simplicity and self-sufficiency. Nature does not need excess to be beautiful. It simply exists, following its own laws. It reminds us of the value of simplicity, that true well-being does not depend on material possessions, and the ability to be self-sufficient. Silence and presence. In the silence of wild nature, we can hear our inner voice, let go of obsessive thoughts, and learn to be fully present in the moment. This is a valuable lesson for modern man, constantly surrounded by noise and distractions. That is why, when we find ourselves in a certain natural landscape, we can feel an inexplicable attraction or rejection, a sense of home or discomfort. These reactions are echoes of deep collective experiences and individual projections. Exploring these reactions through the prism of nature can be a powerful tool for psychotherapy and self-development. In conclusion, nature is not just a backdrop to our lives, but a dynamic, living mirror in which we can see our inner world, understand our emotions, and find ways to heal. It is our greatest teacher and ally in the quest for harmony and self-knowledge. Conscious interaction with nature enriches us, making us more whole, resilient, and sensitive to the world around us.
If you'd like to support the channel and help us keep pushing forward, there are links in the description where you can donate. Every contribution helps us reach more people, do more good, and keep this mission alive. There's also a store down below where you can grab something for yourself, or even better, a gift for someone you care about. It's a simple way to spread love and let someone know they matter. We're all just trying to grow, to become better, to rise above the noise and step into who we're really meant to be. And I truly believe change is possible, the kind of change that creates a ripple effect and helps others see the beauty still left in this world. This channel is about real growth, real transformation, and I'm here to give you a front row seat to what that looks like. Raw, honest, and grounded in purpose. God is within all of us, and my goal is simple: to reflect that light as clearly and powerfully as I can, for you and for the world around us.